Hi, Benjamin Ling here, Altitude Capitalist, with a wax box of 1990 Topps baseball cards. I purchased a number of these wax boxes from Clay Shooter 20070 on eBay, and he did a wonderful job packaging and shipping these to me. This box is in great condition. The perforations are still intact here. The edges look like they're pretty straight and little damage. This box has 36 packs as the standard Topps wax packs go. And we've got some popular players from 1990 on the bottom of the box. And the key players that we're looking for in this set are the Ken Griffey Jr., the Frank Thomas rookie, the Sammy Sosa rookie, the Larry Walker rookie, the Bernie Williams rookie, and there is a Nolan Ryan player card, along with about 5 Nolan Ryan special commemorative cards that portray him in uniform of each of the teams that he played for. So those are the cards that we're shooting for, and we're shooting for cards in PSA 10 possible condition. So we're going to be looking at these that we pull with a magnifying glass and with the centering tool, and we're only going to be sending stuff to PSA that we think has a good probability of being a 10, because quite frankly, cards from this era that do not grade as a 10 really aren't worth going through the grading process for most of them. So let's open this up and see what we have. Okay, that looks about what we expected here. Packs opens pretty easily, and I'm not seeing a wax stain on this side of the card, which is nice. A lot of times you get a stain on there. There is going to be a gum stain on that one. So 15 cards in the pack, but you will only get 13 or 14 usable cards because of the gum stains and the wax stains. Okay, here's Nolan Ryan. I feel like these may have some water damage. I don't know. These aren't perfectly flat. I can't quite tell. This card looks like great centering, sharp corners. We'll set this one aside. That could be a good prospect. There's Dennis Eckersley. Carter, Tommy Sawyer, Ryan Sandberg. Okay, so we've got some Hall of Famers in that pack. Not bad. Pretty bad gum stain on there, but there's a wax stain on that one as well. So we're only going to get 13 cards out of this pack that even have a chance of going to PSA. And there's the Frank Thomas rookie. Starting out strong in this box. That one has the name. There's an elusive 1990 Topps Frank Thomas that doesn't have his name on the front. That costs a lot of money if you want to buy that one. I was never really into the error cards. It doesn't really appeal to me, but the scarcity value is important to some people, apparently. So good start. We're 2 for 2 with cards that are at least candidates to be evaluated for PSA submission. Let's see if we can get 3 for 3. There's McGuire. If this is a 10, this sells for around $100 too. This particular specimen is a little bit off center, left to right, probably 60-40, left to right. I can also perceive a little bit of damage on the corner here, so that's not going to make the cut, but we'll set it aside anyway. Three good packs so far. These two are stuck together. Don Asse on the back. You can see how bad this gum stain is on these cards. Cal's brother Billy playing the infield with the batting helmet on. It's the wrong Griffey. It's okay. But there's the Sosa rookie. It looks pretty good. Good box so far. 4 for 4. Here's a Cal Ripken record breaker card. It's Wade Boggs All-Star. Here's a Jerome Walton rookie. This was probably one of the most desirable cards in this set when it was produced. Walton was a hot prospect for a couple of years. Not sure what ever became of him as a player. It's the first checklist. Here's what the checklists look like. Okay. Frank Tanana, he was a very generous signer when I was a kid. He would sign pretty much anything you put in front of him. Whole stack of cards at once if you wanted. Super nice guy. Randy Bush, same way. Greg Maddox. Ellis Burks, one of my best friends, was very bullish on Ellis Burks. He got hundreds of Ellis Burks rookie cards, and Burks was a good player for a lot of years, but never developed into the Hall of Famer that a lot of people thought he would. My same friend got a bat from Rene Gonzalez. Gonzo was a nice guy. That pack was kind of a dud. We might be hitting some mean reversion in these packs after coming out of the gate so strong. But it would be nice if Ken Griffey Jr. made an appearance here. Craig Jeffries, he was another hot rookie back in the day. Jim Abbott, always a fan favorite for obvious reasons. I remember when he pitched that no-hitter, that was awesome. Dante Bichette has the gum on the back of it. I'm happy that I haven't had a good card ruined from this bubble gum yet. But it's only a matter of time. And here's the Mattingly. This has a little ding on the corner right here. Morris looks pretty good. Gary Carter has some surface damage there. Not a whole lot there. We've only seen one of the Nolan Ryan cards. I think there's a total of 6 Nolan Ryan cards in this set. When he counts his player card plus the commemorative cards, I believe there are 5 commemorative cards. So rookie record breaker, Mike Greenwell. He's a great player for a number of years. That's the wrong Walker. John Candelaria stuck to a piece of gum. I think he might have died in a boating accident during spring training. I can't remember. I think him and Tim Cruz were both killed in a boating accident down in Florida. I'll have to check that out. Tim Raines looks like it's mint. Perfect. Ricky's a little bit off center there. There's some discoloration inside the wax pack here. I've never seen that before. Haven't noticed it before, but never really paid a whole lot of attention to the packs that I've been opening until I've recently bought a junk wax to see if we can pull some PSA 10s. Here's Barry Bonds. This will not grade as a 10 because of the centering issues. And you're going to see that a lot with these junk wax box breaks, that you make it good corners and good sides, good surfaces, but the centering bites you in the tail a lot, more often than you realize. Clemens looks pretty good. From fifth, that looks pretty mint to me. Again, we're going to be looking at every one of these with a magnifying loupe and a centering tool. Anything that we may consider sending to PSA, because we know if something's about to get a 10, the grader will also be looking at it with those tools as well. Here's a Canseco with some damage on the bottom edge. Sandberg's creased right down the middle. Cruz, I think this is the guy who was in the boating accident with Steve Olin. I'm not positive. It was so long ago. Cal is a little bit off center. Will not be sending that one in. We got the older Ken Griffey in this box already. We're looking for his son to make an appearance here soon. Great to get that one. Second, Randy Bush. Second, Greg Maddox. Another thing I noticed opening a lot of these junk wax boxes, a lot of repeat cards in these boxes. Haven't seen as many in this one as in the past, but there's been a lot. Okay, here's Nolan Ryan, one of the commemorative cards. That is really good. Let's see what the back looks like. That looks pretty well centered too. I'm happy about that. Mookie Wilson hit that famous ground ball between Bill Buckner's legs in the World Series. One of the most memorable baseball moments from my childhood, for sure. Biggio's in pretty good shape right there. Turn back the clock card. Some of these cards are sticking together a little bit. Got to be careful. My wife just looked into the office here with disapproval on her face. She doesn't like me playing with baseball cards, but that's okay. I don't like her spending $1,000 every time we have a party at our house, which is not an exaggeration. But that's okay too. She'll never listen to this video. Jeff Ballard. This guy works in the oil and gas industry up in Wyoming now. We're in a little bit of dry spell here, about 3/4 of the way through this box, and would love to see another Frank Thomas or Sammy Sosa, but most importantly, would love to see a Ken Griffey Jr. card. Charlie Huff, this guy's a very generous signer as well. This is at least the second Charlie Huff card we've gotten here. There's the Barry Bonds. It's pretty good. Good condition. Here's another card with some of this. If anybody knows what causes that, I'd be interested. If you recall, the very first pack that I pulled out of here looked like Nolan Ryan, and I thought that maybe there was possible water damage or humidity that had gotten into that. but not sure if you can see that. But if anyone knows what causes that, I'd be curious to find out. And sometimes you get wax packs mashed together like this. That doesn't really mean anything. It just comes out of the manufacturing process like that. I wouldn't worry about it. And I wouldn't worry about people tampering with 1990 Topps baseball cards. They're just not valuable enough to invest the efforts in doing something underhanded. Okay. So we got about 10 packs left here. Okay, that's a dud. Would like to see the Nolan Ryan player card as well. That's an interesting turn back the clock card. Obviously, his 1975 Topps card did not look like that. Not sure what the story is behind that. So this one feels like it's, this card feels like it's kind of wavy, like that first pack that I pulled. It's odd. And here's another Nolan Ryan. And I feel like it's not straight. It's not flat. Maybe if it goes in a card protector for a while, it'll flatten out. I have no idea. I'm guessing it probably won't. Would also love to get your point of view on that. Do you know if there's been cards that have a little bit of water damage, if they're wavy a little bit, and you put them in a protector to flatten them out, will they eventually get flat, or are they going to stay wavy? Never tried that before. I've never really ran into that problem. Another Billy Ripken. Wrong Walker again. Dennis Lamb, super nice. This is another guy who would sign an entire stack of cards for you if you brought them to him. This is the Ozzie Smith. It's Juan Gonzalez rookie. That looks mint. A little bit off center, top to bottom. We'll have to put the centering tool on that. Corners look good, though. But I'll tell you what, bottom line is when we scrutinize the stack of cards that we pulled out of here, very few of them will pass muster. It's just that hard to find a card to submit the PSA that you think's a 10. And this might be one. Yeah, that turned out good. But that's an exception to the rule. This Winfield looks good too. It may not be worth sending. Griffey in the same pack, off center. So Walker and Griffey in the same pack. That could be a 9 though. We'll take a look. If we think we can get a 9 for that, we'll send it. But everything else has to be perfect, obviously, with that being miscentered like it is. 70-30 left to right. Corners look good though, edges look good. The back looks good, believe it or not. Left to right, it looks centered. But the front is obviously not centered. Second Mitch Williams we've gotten. Second Lee Smith we've gotten. Second Damasco Garcia we've gotten. Second Craig Biggio we've gotten. Okay, 3 more packs. Still looking for that Nolan Ryan player card. I think we got all the rookie cards that we were after, though, in this box, which is nice. There's Nolan Ryan. That's off center, probably 60-40 left to right. Corners look good. Back looks good. Okay, 2 packs left. Got everything we asked for pretty much, so anything else in here is just gravy. So let's see, we're playing with less money now. That's always a good feeling. So this guy was always very, very nice. This guy was always very nasty to me. Even as like an 11 or 12-year-old, he wouldn't even acknowledge my presence by looking at me. He would look way up in the sky and walk right past me every single day. I would have the same 8x10 in my backpack every day. Sitting at the kind of the front door of Memorial Stadium, underneath where the all that lettering was on the stadium. That's where Frank Robinson would go in. That's not where a lot of the Oriole players went in, and it was not the front door of the front office. But he would always go in there, and we would stay by that because it was a strategic place. That's very close to where the taxis would drop off the visiting players. And we could also see Orioles who were coming in and heading towards their parking lots, which was about 200 feet away from there. But Frank Robinson, he was just a nasty man. Last pack. Let's see what we got. Nolan Ryan with the gum on the back. So this is the first one we've had damage with gum that's of any value. Okay. So got all the cards we were looking for. I'm concerned there might be some humidity damage to these cards. Also, as you'll find if you open a lot of junk wax, it's going to be really tough to find a PSA 10 quality card in the lot. There may be people in here that are suitable to send in. There may not be, but my buddy and I will take a look at these very closely and sort out the wheat from the chaff. So would love to hear your opinion about 1990 tops. If I do have some humidity damage to these, can that be corrected by putting them in a card holder for a while, or am I just kind of stuck with the damaged cards? But yeah, that's what we got from 1990 Topps Wax Box, and thanks for joining.